Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video I'm going to show you how to add a pattern into your Procreate as a brush and how to use it to color a garment. So let's get started together. First of all, we need to open a new page. So let's custom ourselves. I put it 2000 pixel on 2000 pixel, and then there I press the brush icon, and then you need to add plus, create new brush. So because I already have a few Plaid brushes, then I create a new brush in the same folder. So what you need to do now, you need to go to grain. You need to press grain first and then edit. Here you need to import the picture that you already saved, so you can pick any picture and add it to your brush set. So here is my picture, and now I can see how does it look like as auto repeat. You can also change the scale. Just try to make the border less visible. So I play with it till I'm happy with the result. You can also rotate it if you want, up to you. And this changes the border hardness. I think this should be on 0, and let's change the scale a little bit. Okay, let's keep it as it is and see the result actually. So there we can see what brush we did make. You can even change the scale after. Also, I'll explain you something in here. So now I'm on moving. So you can see when I draw once and I go on top of it again and again, so the pattern changes. So because each time I'm drawing on top of the previous one. But if you go on texture, then you can see even if you go on top of it a few times, the pattern is still the same, but you can only see it's getting maybe more, I think the opacity is getting more visible, but the pattern is the same and it's not changing. So I just change the scale a little bit, and I like to keep it as texture. You can change it anytime when you are planning to draw. So let's go back to this dress, and now I'm going to color this with the brush that I made today. So what we need to do, we need to add another layer. You can change the opacity a little bit, and then also I'm gonna lock this because I might do a mistake accidentally, so you never know, it's better to keep it locked. And now I'm gonna pick a color. Let's pick a fancy color, and I'll draw around it. You can always zoom and see better. Okay, just make sure your shape is closed all around it, and now you can just drop a color inside it, and I'll show you what happens if your shape is not closed. So let's just rub off a tiny piece, and then if you drag your color and drop it, then it gets all your page. So let's go back. Okay, and this color, I like it, the opacity. Yep, I like a lighter one. That's perfect. And now what we need to do, we need to bring this page underneath. And I can also change. So if you press on this end, then you can go on multiply. So in this case, you can see your color even better than before. So have a look one more time. When you change it to any different mood, so you can see different things, then I leave it in multiply, and you can see this little M letter in there. So now it is time to add a new layer in between these two, and go to the brush that I made today. So let's keep the same color but a little bit darker, and then you can see we can still change the size, so the behavior is same as a normal brush. So, or maybe I go back and make it a little bit darker actually to see it even better. All right, so now it's time to go back to the new layer and create clipping mask. So in this, like, this is how easily you can get rid of everything out of this line. So again, press on the same layer as you want to get rid of this unwanted color, and then press create clipping mask. That's it. Okay, so now let's go to the first layer again and increase the opacity. This is how I did that so far, and now I can go to a normal brush, get the similar color. So if you want to get one of the color that you don't exactly know which one it was, then you need to press on this tool, which called eyedrop tool. It's same as Photoshop. When you don't know what color you need to exactly pick, then you see it's changing here. You go to the one you want exactly, and it appears here. So you can take it now and get a brush that you want to work with. So even here you can change the brush setting, so it works with any brushes actually. It's very tiny now, this is very big. You can play with it and just pick the one you're most happy with. So let's add another layer and make it more nice and realistic here. Okay guys, so I tried to fill everywhere that I wanted it to look better, and if there is a tiny bit like that out of line, then you can always go to a rubber, get any brushes that you want, and just rub it off, anything that you don't really like. And so and now it looks nice, but still I like it to look more realistic. So I make a new brush, not new brush, sorry, a new layer, and then I pick a darker color for inside of the garment. So it is up to you actually which brush you would like to get, and also the color. It's more visible if it's darker than the color, the color of the garment, because it's normally darker inside the garment because there is shading. For this part, because it's the hem, I get the same color as itself. So now I want to show you how you do a little bit of shading. So I'm still gonna stick to the United Brush 2, but I lower the opacity to 40 for now, but the size can be maybe about 40 as well. So now it's too big. Okay, better now. Then I get the darker color, the darkest color of the garment, and then let's add a new layer actually, because I want it to be removable easily. And everywhere that you feel there is this layer needs to be on top of the plaid, because otherwise it's not going to be visible at all. Then okay, so in this time, so it's still too big, you can find out wherever you think there is a fault or there is a shadow, so you can just go on top of it and make it a bit darker. The opacity could even be less. So in this part is normally shadow, so you can see this part is on top and this is under. Then this is how you need to find out where to make darker and where lighter. Even here could be a bit dark. So I can even make it a little bit darker. Okay, there we go. So here is a beautiful garment with the fabric pattern that we made ourselves and the color. So you can use your pattern in any color that you like. For example, you can go to the same brush and then pick a blue color, for example, and make it blue. So this is very useful tip. I really hope you learned something new today, and thanks for watching. Have a lovely day. Bye.